Hi, my name is Molly Pierce, and for my first application presentation, I'm going to be talking about a topic that's mentioned throughout Chapter 6 on open-ended techniques in communication. An open-ended question is simply a question that can't be answered with yes or no. It's a question that's left open to the receiver to be answered in however way that they want to. It usually allows for more depth in the answer, a longer explanation of their answer that can't be answered with just one-worded, short, simple answers. Open-ended questions also increase the odds of real, authentic, and genuine attitudes that are measured accurately and completely in research. And so it provides a lot of information and details about the person receiving the question. So that's what I'll be talking about. To start off, I've seen this be very beneficial in my academic life. When I first came to college, I learned that asking people open-ended questions provides a lot more opportunity to know them and to grow that relationship versus a closed-ended question. It provides a greater depth to the conversation, and it also provides a greater opportunity for a friendship to occur, because when you're asking a closed question that can only be answered with one word or yes or no, like where are you from, what's your major, and what year are you, those typically end the conversation pretty quickly. But open-ended questions such as why did you pick the major that you chose, how did you like growing up, where you grew up, those questions provide a greater opportunity to know the person that's being asked, because they have to really think about their answer. They have to provide more depth, more truth, and I think honesty in that answer. It really allows for a greater depth in that conversation. So now that I've discussed the experience, I'll make some inferences about them. When open-ended questions are asked, people are forced to really think about and explain their answers instead of simply answering yes or no like I typically, or like I just explained a second ago, and it allows people to be known and to know others. So yeah, it really allows for an opportunity to know people, and I think that that's something that everybody desires, is to know others and to be known themselves, and open-ended questions really allow for that in conversations and relationships. So this is something that's very beneficial to not only the academic area of our lives, but other areas as well. So now that I've made some inferences, I'll talk about how these inferences can be transferred to other situations and areas in our lives, such as the workplace and social situations, not just the academic aspect. So open-ended questions can and should be asked in the workplace and social situations, because in the workplace it allows for better employee relationships to occur and be formed. It also provides, or could provide, greater motivation for production in the workplace if people feel as though they know each other or have the freedom to ask deeper questions, to ask open-ended questions. And in social situations, open-ended questions break down the barriers and walls that we put up in our day-to-day lives, and allows for more solid and greater relationships to be formed, like I mentioned earlier. So in conclusion, having a better understanding of open-ended techniques in communication allows for us to build better relationships in academic, professional, and social settings. And in light of this, we can ask open-ended questions when desiring to know one another better. And a quote by Eugene Ionesco really summarizes this concept well. It says, "It is not the answer that enlightens, but it's the question." So thank you for listening.